Cloud here. Welcome to BlackCloudCry, where we unravel the darkness of myths, literature, and history. Today we delve into one of my favorite subjects, Dracula. Not just Bram Stoker's Dracula, but how this iconic vampire has influenced literature, cinema, and popular culture. I'll also share insights from my senior thesis where I compare and contrasted Stoker's Dracula with Sir Kim Newman's Anno Dracula and weave in the evolution of vampire lore from folklore to modern adaptations. Dracula has always captivated me, from the chilling imagery of Nosferatu to the Gothic elegance of Coppola's 1992 Dracula. This character embodies horror, seduction, and mystery. My academic journey allowed me to explore these facets in depth, culminating in a thesis that examined Dracula as both a reflection of Victorian anxieties and a springboard for alternative histories in Newman's Anno Dracula. The birth of vampire legends traces back to narratives like the Greek Vrykolakos and Eastern European tales of revenants. These stories embodied fears of death, disease, and the unknown. Vlad Tempest, or Vlad the Impaler, and Elizabeth Bathory also contributed to these terrifying myths, blending historical figures with supernatural horror. John Polidori's The Vampyre introduced the Byronic vampire archetype, while Bram Stoker's Dracula merged folklore with Gothic traditions. Stoker drew from Victorian fears of immigration, sexuality, and disease to create a character both monstrous and alluring. Montag Summers' works, such as The Vampyre, His Keith and Kin, further cemented the vampire as a subject of both scholarly intrigue and public fascination. Cinema embraced vampires with Nosferatu in 1922, a German expressionist masterpiece that set a haunting tone. Bela Lugosi's portrayal in the 1931 Dracula defined the Count's aristocratic menace, while Hammerfield's mid-20th century adaptations added Gothic sensuality. Coppola's 1992 Dracula brought emotional depth, blending romance and horror. Modern adaptations like Robert Eggers' Nosferatu showcase how vampire lore continues to evolve. Eggers' atmospheric horror pays homage to the past while introducing innovative storytelling techniques. In Dracula, Stoker explores themes of xenophobia, sexuality, and the clash between modernity and superstition. His Dracula is a predatory outsider, preying on Victorian society's moral and physical vulnerabilities. Kim Newman's Anno Dracula reimagines a world where Dracula wins. This alternative history blends historical figures and fictional characters, offering a commentary on power, resistance, and identity. Newman's Dracula is both ruler and parasite, a reflection of unchecked authority. Where Stoker's work warns against the dangers of the unknown, Newman's narrative examines the consequences of assimilation and domination. Both works, however, underscore the adaptability of vampire lore to address societal concerns. Vampire stories often explore immortality, desire, and the fear of the unknown. From existential dread in Let the Right One In to the romantic longing in Coppola's Dracula, these narratives resonate deeply with audiences. Modern interpretations like True Blood and the Vampire Diaries use vampires as metaphors for discrimination and addiction, expanding the genre's relevance. While adhering to horror and romance conventions, vampire media often subverts expectations. For instance, What We Do in the Shadows turns vampire tropes into comedic gold, while Underworld blends horror and action-packed storytelling. This versatility ensures the genre's enduring appeal. The vampire legend is a mirror, reflecting humanity's fears, desires, and societal changes. From ancient folklore to cutting-edge cinema, vampires continue to fascinate us with their mystery and adaptability. As we explore new narratives and revisit classic tales, one thing remains clear: the allure of the vampire is eternal. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the shadows. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Dracula and vampire lore, like, comment, and subscribe to BlackCloudCry for more explorations into the macabre and the marvelous. Until next time, stay curious and keep the night close.